Surge Talk is by a dynamic duo. Please welcome to the stage Aubrey and Cassidy Osborn.
Hello everybody, I'm Cassidy Osborn.
And I'm Aubrey Osborn.
And we are very excited to present to you the first District 204 Surge Talk to all of the Indian Prairie teaching staff today.
But first, we wanted to provide you with a little performance.
Hello, my name is Cassidy Osborn, and I'm Future Ready 204.
Hi, my name is Aubrey Osborn, and I am recent and distant past. I don't get this whole fuss about new technology and stuff. Grandpa's old 8-track player works fine for me. So what, I have to play the same tapes over and over again because they haven't made tapes in about 40 years. Big deal. And as far as school, generations before us did fine without the student engagement and empowerment fuss. In fact, I enjoyed when my teacher lectured from the front of the classroom so I could act like I'm listening while I'm really just watching the clock.
Okay, but the world is changing, and I want to be prepared for my future. That's why the adults in District 204 are empowering we, the students, to develop our leadership and self-advocacy skills to help me be prepared for the unknowns of the future. That's why I've loved being a student in District 204. Because of the teachers I've had opportunities to do things that I never would have.
Okay, sis, but don't expect me to change overnight. I've invested a lot of time learning how to use whiteout strips on my typewriter. And I've invested big bucks keeping my Palm Pilot working. So what's next? I'll try to do my best.
Okay, Aubrey, let's remember why we're here today. Before we start, I wanted to let you know a little bit about ourselves. My sister and I just graduated from Fisher Middle School. And we previously attended Steck Elementary School. And we are both very excited to be attending Wabanzi Valley High School. At the graduation ceremony, my sister and I were both honored to receive the American Legion Award and the Fisher Pride Award for being ambassadors of goodwill. We were also given the opportunity to speak on behalf of District 204 in regards to blending technology with empathy at both the ICE conference and the ISTE conference this year.
Today, we wanted to provide you with 2 tools that we have learned from those of you who have helped us and inspired us to be who we are today. The 2 biggest fears of most students is not fitting in and speaking in front of their peers. The biggest thing that has helped shape me into who I am today is the push to think less of myself and present my ideas in front of groups of people. I can't imagine who I would be today without the challenge at an early age with Miss Brooks making us present our Star of the Week poster, followed by first grade, shaking and trembling. I was presenting my family customs poster, and in 3rd grade, dressing up as Angelina Jolie for the Wax Museum. I had to speak in front of kids and their parents. But in later years, we were constantly put up in front of the class, whether presenting a book report, a science experiment, or even running for student council office. I can recall my teachers, Miss Novak and Miss Kepler, being extremely perceptive on how I can improve my tone and message in my delivery. Pushing me out of my comfort zone when it came to public speaking allowed me to overcome my self-insecurities and be a better presenter, and as a result, a better person. Because of this, I love public speaking, and I get excited over new speaking opportunities rather than being insecure about what I look or sound like. Also, when it comes to public speaking, I'm not afraid and I don't get butterflies. And when teachers come up to me with new opportunities, I'm so excited. And that's why when pushing your students out of your comfort zone when public speaking, it helps us become the people that we need to become, better people.
Our second lesson we have learned is that struggling is good. Part of being a great educator is spurring your students on to deeds that are greater than their own capabilities. For example, Mr. Dwyer, he chooses to challenge his students by using the high school's grading system and curriculum, as well as expecting high school work at an 8th grade level. This is one of the first times I really had to work hard to get an A and spent many of my lunch periods with him in order to learn as much as I could. Another great example is Miss Bell. I appreciate her so much because before I even took her class, she stressed how difficult it was going to be, which mentally prepared me to work twice as hard and push myself to listen even more. As the year progressed, she made math so fun that now I want to pursue careers that involve a lot of math. Another example is Miss Kepler. She pushed me way beyond what I thought I was capable of. She used questions that were not covered in the book or in class, which caused me to actually focus on the principles of what she was teaching so I could apply them to abstract concepts. This taught me to develop higher-level thinking. Teachers, I believe that it's important to push your students so they struggle, and in that struggle, they develop character which will last a lifetime.
At the end of the day, great teachers here in this room had to make a choice. Do I teach what is safe, or do I push my students way beyond their capabilities, which leads to self-advocacy and leadership skills that students will value for a lifetime? At the end of the day, getting an A is great for our self-esteem, but becoming excellent in a concept teaches us much, much more.
Thank you, teachers. Thank you for pushing us to be the best we can be.
Thank you for helping us surge.